I know I've said this many times before, but I gotta say it again. The Radiator Springs townies really don't have that many variations. Most of them only have 4 to 5, if that, and most likely they're very similar like Flo here. As you can see, 3 of the variations I'll be reviewing of her today have a Trey. So yeah, they're pretty similar, but nonetheless, let's get on with today's birthday request. Today we'll be celebrating Diecast Review's birthday. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have an amazing day. And if you're watching this after your birthday, I hope you had a great day. And maybe, just maybe, you got some cars or planes for your birthday. Just let me know in the comment section below. I also hope that you enjoy this video. Now, if anyone wants to make their own birthday request, feel free to do so, but please watch the video in the description below. There's a link to it right at the top so you cannot miss it, and in about 11 minutes you'll know how to make a proper suggestion and a proper birthday request. So please just do that. I'd really appreciate it. And now let's get right into the review of the variations of Flo, the wife of Ramone. Now, of course, you guys know Flo. She's the main character. She appeared in Cars 1 pretty much throughout the entire movie, but in Cars 2, she had much more of a minor role. She barely appeared at all in Cars 2. Now, I do believe that she appeared in some shorts and whatnot, but her main appearance was in the first Cars movie, and she will be returning for Cars 3. Let's hope that she has a bigger role than she did in Cars 2. Now, getting on to the variations of Flo in general, and then I'll talk about the ones I'll be reviewing in this video. So, of course, we have the regular Flo that you can see right front and center. Then we have Flo with Trey back here. We have a lenticular Flo with Trey back here as well. Here we also have Pick Crew Member Flo and Color Changer Flo. So those are the 5 that I will be reviewing in this video. There are several more variations of Flo that I don't have or that I will review in a separate video. The first 2 are lenticular versions of just regular Flo here. One was released in 2009 and the other was released in 2010. And the third variation I will not review in this video is Road Trip Flo. Now, I wish I could have reviewed her in this video, but you'll see her and my review of her when I review the Road Trip singles. I actually cannot wait to unbox them because they look fantastic, and this Flo right here is probably my favorite variation of her, so I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. I'm going to ask you guys as well, which version of Flo is your favorite? Maybe you'll have to see all of them after I review them to make your decision, but I'm just gonna put that question out there now. So, let's just get on with the variations of Flo now. I guess we'll start with regular Flo because she's the most common, and of course, why not start with the regular one? Let's see here. So, obviously, she appeared in Cars 1 and Cars 2 and probably some of the other shorts as well. And she is a 1957 GM Motorama show car. She was originally released in 2006 in a 2-pack with Ramone, her husband. As you can see, 2-pack, Flo, and Ramone. Flo has been released countless times since 2006, and here is her most recent release in the 2016 Radiator Springs series. Very, very nice. She's number 9 out of 14. And there's nothing good to see on the back, so I'm just gonna skip right on over that. And now let's just get on with the review of Flo. So this is more of a recent version of her, and here, actually all the way back here, is the original 2006 version. As you can see, there actually are quite a few differences to them. The first difference I have to point out is the base. So here on the new Flo's base, we can see a lot of information. We have the Netherlands address down below, a stamp of some sort, the date stamp up here, Disney Pixar made in China, and that's not even that much compared to some cars nowadays, but here we have the original. All the information that's on the base is down here, and it only says Disney Pixar Thailand. So, just wow. I mean, come on, Mattel. Why do you have to put all the information on the base nowadays? It's just dreadful, but I guess you can't really do anything about it, and thank God you cannot really see it. So, another pretty major difference is that the eyes are not raised anymore. You can clearly see how raised they were on the original version there, but nowadays, completely flat going across. Everything else is basically the same, but of course, there are some color differences, and on the back here, you can see that my old Flo, the chrome on the bumper is pretty dirty and corroded, but you can't really expect anything else because it is 10 years old. But look how much more shiny it is on my new version. Man, that is just stunning. So, basically now getting back to Flo herself, let's read her license plate. Does say showgirl on there because she did used to be a showgirl, and that little thing above, it's very hard to see, but I think we'll be able to take a better look at it on one of these other variations here. But it does say Motorama, and it's like a blue add-on feature to the license plate. So that's pretty much all for Flo. I always liked how she had a turquoise base. Of course, the white wall tires are a nice touch as well. There are a couple other cars I want to compare Flo to. For example, the Motorama Showgirls that appeared in the Storyteller's book. These are extremely rare nowadays and are some of the most desirable cars ever. They're up there with like Almeidador and the Apple cars. So as you can see, they look very nice together. All very vibrant colors, exotic too. So here we have Laverne looking very nice. I like her white wall tires and the big tails in the back, as you can see. Dual lights as well. Very nice. And here is the back. Both of them have similar looking backs with the spare tire hatch right there. Now let's move on to Rhonda, the pink one. Also very nice. I think this one's actually my favorite out of all the Motorama Showgirls. And if you'd like to see my review of the 3 Showgirls, you can check out the description below in the related videos section. There's a link to my review of them. Rhonda's tail fins are about the same size as Laverne's, and I just really like her taillights because they're so different and unique, and that's what I like about them. Same thing with this extra fin down here on the bottom. And here is what Rhonda looks like next to Flo. Very nice. And last but definitely not least, we have Helia. Very nice indeed. I really do like this one as well. The color, it's like a peach color, like a tangerine orange mixed with pink. But I think I'll still like Rhonda over here the most. And her tail fins aren't that high, but I really do like the bumper here with the taillights. Again, very unique. I mean, each of these Motorama girls have something very unique about them. But Flo, I'm sorry, I just don't find you as unique as the others. Now, I also have Derek Decals Dobbs here to compare Flo to because they have similar colors, being both turquoise along with beige. They're obviously different, but they do have some similarities. Derek Decals Dobbs also has a chrome bumper, so couple similarities there. And now that's pretty much all for Flo. And now let's move on to some of her variations. We can start with Flo with Trey, who was released in the 2010 Final Lap collection as a single, and she was also released in a 2010 Toys R Us exclusive 5-pack with Hank Halsum, Mater, and waitress Mia and Tia. So she's only been released twice, at least in her non-lenticular stage. She was released also as a lenticular, and we'll take a look at that one in a second here. But obviously the major difference between her and regular Flo is the fact that she has a tray with an oil can on it. So kind of nice. This one did appear during the ending credits of the first Cars movie, obviously, when she was serving all of her customers, and waitress Mia and Tia and Hank Halston were there as well. The can on Flo's tray is very similar to the one that came with the Chase Lenticular Mater in 2010. Very, very nice. This one's a little bit bigger, and it says motor oil on it, so that's what it most likely says on this one, but it's very, very small, hard to read, and the tray is plastic. It moves a little bit, but definitely don't try anything silly because you might break it off. And now let's check out her license plate, because as I thought, it has a better view of that Motorama edition. It says Motorama 1957, so we can see that definitely a lot better than on my new version of Flo. I think this one's actually from the Radiator Springs Friends 10-pack. No, it was an 11-pack, right? I think so. I'm not entirely sure, but I did review that in June or July. I keep forgetting, but it kind of blends together after a while, but you can see how small that was right there compared to, you know, how big it actually is on this one. Motorama 1957, Showgirl, and the expression is slightly different as well, but generally they are very, very similar. Now let's just take a look at the lenticular one from a 3-pack, also released in 2010, that included waitress Mia and Tia lenticularized as well. So she has that expression and that expression, but this is one of the worst lenticulars in my opinion. I just feel like you can kind of see 4 eyes there, and I'm just not really a big fan of lenticulars in general, but I do prefer some of them over others. Like, let me think, Lightning McQueen with shovel is not that bad, and Wilmer Flats isn't terrible either, but some of them like that, or Van with sticker. Oh my gosh, Van with sticker. Don't even get me started on him. But regardless, here we have Pit Crew Member Flo now. Another very nice one, but it's essentially Flo with Trey, but instead of having that oil can, she has a nitroate can. And now this one appeared at the Los Angeles International Speedway when all of the townies except for Sally, Lizzie, and Red appeared there, or showed up, I guess I should say, to support Lightning McQueen. And Flo came with the tray to make her look a little bit different, to kind of make her suited for the race. I mean, I don't know, maybe they just did it so Mattel could release a diecast. But I don't really think they were in that mindset back in 2006. But I kind of feel like they've gotten more into that mindset. But I know, I'm kind of droning on, but that's just how I feel. I feel like some things that Disney Pixar does is for Mattel to make diecast, and so then Disney gets money. And I kind of feel with Planes that was the case. I'm not really sure, and you guys may disagree with me, but I'm just kind of sharing my personal beliefs. And so it's very, very blurry. This is a very, very blurry decal on there, but trust me, it's nitroid. Yeah, it's nitroid. It's for sure nitroid. You can see the orange in there and kind of like a very faded logo. And I do really like the yellow stout there. Spout? Not stout. Spout. And she has a different expression from Flo with Trey and regular Flo as well. So it's nice that they kind of changed the expression on each of them. Pretty nice. And now this one was released in a 2013 Toys R Us exclusive Radiator Springs Classic 3-pack with Lightning McQueen and Pit Crew member Guido, I think. And then she was re-released in a 2015 2-pack with the new release of Hydraulic Lightning Ramone. And that's all for her releases. And now we're going on to the last variation, which is the Color Changer one. Now, this is one of my favorite, absolute all-time favorite color changes because, you know, most of the color changers change from the original color to then a new color. So, for example, McQueen changed from yellow to red, or red to yellow. But with Flo here, she actually changes from this purple blue color to pink. So I'm very, very happy about that because, typically Mattel would probably do, have Flo change from her normal turquoise color to maybe pink or this blue. But no, they actually did 2 different colors. So I'm happy about that. And cut to the demonstration. Now, this color changer Flo was only released as a single in 2010, and I actually found it at a Target in Atlanta, Georgia. So kind of a story to that one, and it has not been re-released in the 2015 or 2016 color changer series. It might in the future, but the current case that's out in other countries like Europe, that's not a country, that's a continent, but you guys know what I'm saying. It's also available in Australia and Canada, but it has not hit the United States yet. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm referring to the case with Francesco Bernoulli, Daryl Cartrip, DJ, and Danica McQueen. I'm kind of scared that they're not going to hit the United States because, first of all, there aren't even Amazon links for them, so just pray, guys. Let's hope that they hit the United States because I really, really want Francesco Bernoulli. I didn't get him in 2011 when he was first released. So, getting back to Flo now. You ready, Flo? I think you are. So, we got cold water on the left and warm water on the right. Now, in the past, when I've tested out cold water, it doesn't affect the car, so we may not see a change. I guess we'll start out with cold water. Yeah, not really a change because blue/purple is the cold color of Flo. But let's try out warm. I bet she will change instantly to like this color right here. Let's see what happens. I'm just kind of drying her off real quick. Let's see. Oh, not instantly, but she's going. Yep, there she goes. Man, I just love that color. Beautiful. Such a wonderful color. This is what I love about color changers, and I know some people don't like the line, but I love color changers. So as you can see, she's now pink, matching the base color, and just looks phenomenal. I mean, you can kind of see some purple still mixed in there, but you just have to soak her in there a little bit longer. Now, I do not think she will change back to purple if I dunk her in here. Yeah, I think you have to put her in a freezer or something a lot colder than the water that just came out of my sink now. So, that's the demonstration. Hope you enjoyed that. Diecast Reviews also want me to show Flo's VA Cafe, which is obviously her business, and now this one is the original basic one from 2006. It's not the Precision Series version, but I will be reviewing the Precision Series Flo's VA Cafe in a future video. I hope to review it before the year is over, but I can't guarantee that because there's been a lot of other stuff I just have wanted to review before Flo's VA Cafe. So I hope you guys can understand that, but don't worry, I will eventually review it. You just have to stay tuned long enough. This is what I like to call Team Flo. So that's all for this birthday request video. I hope you're having a great day, Diecast Reviews, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. And I also hope that everyone else enjoyed the video as well. Now, I do have to talk about some serious stuff now. I might be taking a break from YouTube. Now, you guys may be surprised about this, but I've just been having a little bit of difficulty recording, commentary-wise. I just haven't been able to nail down the commentary as well as I used to a couple months ago. It's been taking me a lot of tries, too many tries. It's been cutting into my personal life, cutting into my school life, cutting into my family life, and that cannot happen. So I may have to take a break, and I really hope you guys can understand. In this video, you saw a lot more jump cuts, which do not have transitions. And now, I'm going to tell you guys the entire science behind how I record, so you understand why there are jump cuts and not a transition cut with a nice fade. So, transition cuts work when I stop talking purposefully and then move on to a different topic. So I would say alright, let's start reviewing Flo, and then transition, fade, cut, and then I'd start talking. So here we have Flo, she's turquoise, and that's kind of what I used to do. And now it's getting to the point where I'm talking and then I screw up, and I screw up pretty badly. And I know this might sound silly, and maybe you guys are how can you screw up? You're just talking. And for me, I don't know what's happening to me, but I've just been having this terrible difficulty lately. So I've been doing jump cuts because then you can just cut it and I'll be like, alright, so here we have Flo, she's turquoise, and then I'll cut to saying, oh, and she also has this portion that's beige. So I hope that made sense, but basically I just haven't been able to record as well as I used to, and therefore it's been cutting into my personal life and that kind of stuff. So I might have to take a break from YouTube, and I'll probably just kind of like completely go away for a couple weeks or so. I'm not really sure. I may not even take a break at all, but if I do, I want you guys to know where I am, and I don't want you guys to worry about me or anything like that. So don't worry though, I love collecting. Collecting is definitely not going away anytime soon, but just keep in mind that I may have to take a break, and all the suggestion videos will just be delayed, but I will try to make sure I get the birthday requests out. I mean, those are pretty much guaranteed for you guys. I don't want to short you of those just because I need to take a break. So that's basically all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow, I might do a video, but I might want to take a break as well. So just please let me know if you guys can understand that, and if you guys don't really mind the jump cuts that you saw in this video instead of like transition cuts with Faye. Obviously those are going to be more preferable, but I just might not be able to do those anymore. So that's all for this video. Again, I'm rambling on, but it's necessary for me to talk about this kind of stuff. So one more thing that I just noticed while I'm talking, and I should kind of let you guys know, the back window on Crew Member Flo is opaque completely. You can't really see through it, but the other windows are see-through, transparent. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and again, hopefully you guys can kind of understand and sympathize with my situation. So I'll see you guys next time, whenever that may be. Bye now.